In the early days of the Imperium, after the chaos of the Great Crusade and the unification of Terra, a new breed of pioneers emerged. With the expanding borders of the Imperium, explorers, traders, and diplomats were needed to navigate the uncharted regions beyond known space. Then powerful and ancient families, possessing immense wealth and influence, were bestowed a rare and precious gift, the Warrant of Trade. This decree, sanctioned directly by the Emperor himself, granted them unparalleled authority to venture beyond the Imperium's borders. They were to explore, trade, and establish colonies in the uncharted void. These trailblazers became known as rogue traders, a name that invoked both admiration and fear. As the Imperium flourished, so did the endeavors of these daring souls. They braved the treacherous warp, risking their lives to uncover new worlds and encounter alien civilizations. They carried the Emperor's light to expand the Imperium's dominion and secure vital resources for the survival and prosperity of humanity. On remote planets, they forged colonies from harsh landscapes, turning barren wastelands into bastions of imperial might. Through the perilous warp, they navigated, clashing with the terrors of chaos and the enigmatic Xenos to stake the Imperium's claim on untamed territories. Yet not all rogue traders trod the path of virtue. Ambition and desire led some astray, driving them to act against the Imperium's best interests. They tangled with dangerous Xenos races, engaged in illicit trades, and even betrayed their own kind, becoming a dark stain on the Imperium they were meant to serve. Through the long sweep of time, the ranks of rogue traders swelled and diversified. Some families rose to prominence, while others faded into obscurity. The houses branched into specialized pursuits, some amassing vast wealth through trade and establishing merchant empires, while others focused on exploration, uncovering the mysteries of uncharted space. Today, rogue traders continue to hold a vital role within the Imperium. They serve as a bridge between the known and the unknown, the Imperium and the alien. They embody the spirit of adventure, trade, and diplomacy, carrying the Emperor's will to the farthest reaches of the galaxy. In the uncharted depths of the galaxy, rogue traders stand as the pioneers of the Imperium. Fearlessly, they plunge into the unknown, exploring vast regions, uncovering new worlds, and charting unexplored territories. Their audacious spirit and unwavering determination become the driving force that propels the Imperium's knowledge and influence beyond the borders of known space. As the Imperium's eyes and ears, they offer us valuable insights into the myriad worlds, alien species, and civilizations they encounter on their journeys. Through their first-hand accounts and keen observations, we gain a deeper understanding of the intricate tapestry that is the galaxy. This knowledge, in turn, aids us in navigating the ever-shifting landscapes of politics, economics, and warfare. Their role in facilitating trade and commerce within the Imperium is unparalleled. Rogue traders establish crucial connections between distant worlds, making possible the exchange of goods, resources, and cutting-edge technologies. In the uncharted expanses they traverse, they unearth valuable resources that bolster the Imperium's economic foundations, ensuring its growth and prosperity. With formidable fleets and expert crews at their command, they become a stalwart shield safeguarding Imperial interests in the farthest reaches of space. Navigating treacherous warp routes, they stand prepared to confront hostile forces, casting the Emperor's light into the darkest shadows of the galaxy. But what sets them apart from the rest is their unrivaled flexibility. In times of crisis, while Imperial bureaucracy stumbles and falters, rogue traders respond swiftly and decisively. Their autonomy grants them the ability to adapt on the fly, employing strategies and marshalling resources wherever the need arises. In the vastness of the cosmos, the rogue traders' daring exploits leave an indelible mark on the Imperium. They are the ones who dare to venture into the great unknown, who chart the course through uncharted dangers. The Imperium owes much of its expansion, prosperity, and survival to these intrepid souls who defy the odds and explore the furthest reaches of space. In the infancy of the Imperium, fresh from the Great Crusade and the unification of Terra, a thirst emerged for pioneers of the unknown, traversing uncharted realms beyond the familiar. As if by divine decree, the Emperor himself bestowed the rare and coveted Warrant of Trade upon the powerful families, gracing them with authority to roam beyond the Imperium's boundaries, exploring, trading and forging colonies in untamed territories. Thus arose the enigmatic figures known as rogue traders, evoking reverence and dread. Through the treacherous warp, they sailed, defying its malevolent clutches, driven by an insatiable curiosity to unearth new worlds and forge connections with alien civilizations. Embodying the Emperor's light, they extended the Imperium's dominion, securing precious resources for the burgeoning tapestry of humanity. Barren planets once forsaken found new purpose as the rogue traders founded colonies, erecting strongholds of imperial might. Treacherous warp routes were charted, and battles were waged against the haunting specters of chaos and the lurking Xenos threats, all in the pursuit of expanding the Imperium's grasp on uncharted realms. Yet like a dark underbelly in the tapestry of light, not all rogue traders upheld their sacred duty. Ambition, like a treacherous siren, lured some astray, leading them to act against the interest of the Imperium they once served. They dared to consort with dangerous Xenos races, dabbled in illicit trades, or even turned their backs on their kin. As eons passed, the ranks of rogue traders grew, morphing into a mosaic of diversity. New houses ascended, their names etched in the stars, while others, once luminous, faded into obscurity. Specialization emerged as a defining thread. Some embraced commerce, amassing fortunes of cosmic proportions, while others emerged as explorers, delving into the enigmatic mysteries of the cosmos. In the modern era, the Imperium remains intrinsically intertwined with the enigmatic legacy of the rogue traders. They straddle the cosmic chasm, bridging the known and unknown, the realm of Imperium and the uncharted alien expanse. They traverse the void, engaged in bold exploration, facilitating interstellar trade and carrying the Emperor's will to the farthest reaches of the galaxy. The rogue trader's Warrant of Trade held a power that defied comprehension, bestowing upon its bearer the freedom to traverse uncharted realms, shaping the very fate of the Imperium itself. It was a document that encapsulated the Emperor's grand vision, expanding the Imperium's influence, establishing alliances, and casting a beacon of illumination into the darkest reaches of the cosmos. Becoming a rogue trader meant assuming the mantle of the Emperor's emissary, an envoy entrusted with carrying his sacred light through the unexplored vastness of the universe. With such authority came the right to bear arms, command fleets, and marshal formidable military forces, a testament to their unyielding resolve to safeguard against any lurking threats. Yet, this power came hand in hand with a profound responsibility. Rogue traders were bound by the tenets of the imperial creed, sworn to loyalty, and obligated to act exclusively in the best interests of the Imperium. Ever watchful, the Inquisition and Adeptus Terra scrutinized their every move, ensuring no deviations from the Emperor's will. No right to bear the warrant was an inherent birthright, but instead a privilege earned through merit and proof of one's worth. Each bearer had to demonstrate an unrelenting resourcefulness, unparalleled diplomacy, and an unwavering commitment to the Imperium's cause. It was the warrant's enticing promise that lured the ambitious into its grasp, a tantalizing allure of boundless wealth and the chance to carve out a cosmic empire amidst the stars. Rogue traders amassed unimaginable riches, acquiring rare and priceless artifacts and presiding over flourishing business enterprises. Their word alone could muster loyal fleets and devoted crews, a testament to their commanding influence. But acquiring such a precious document was no venture for the faint-hearted. The path was fraught with formidable challenges, and the competition was relentless. In the fervor to secure the warrant, some were driven to desperate lengths, betrayals, assassinations, and clandestine machinations. In the pursuit of the warrant's coveted rewards, individuals were willing to shed their moral shackles and commit acts that would otherwise be deemed unspeakable heresy or outright treason. The grand prize offered untold treasures, capable of propelling an individual from rags to unimaginable cosmic riches, a prize worth risking everything for. The Warrant of Trade bound the rogue trader to a crucial duty, engaging in trade and commerce on behalf of the Imperium. With this authority, they had the power to negotiate with alien species, but they were warned to tread carefully. Fraternizing with proscribed Xenos or venturing into illicit activities would be met with severe consequences. a line they dare not cross. Transparency was the key. Regular reporting to the Imperium was mandatory. These detailed accounts of their findings, trade activities, and interactions with alien civilizations ensured that the rogue trader operated within the prescribed boundaries. Any attempt to conceal information or neglect their reports would be seen as a betrayal of trust, inviting dire repercussions. But beyond the warrant's binding responsibility lay the captivating allure of a rogue trader's life. Their starships were magnificent wonders, adorned with intricate designs and bristling with formidable weaponry, mobile headquarters that sailed the vast cosmic expanse. To further solidify their influence, they commanded personal retinues of skilled individuals, from navigators and astropaths to trusted bodyguards and scribes. These aides proved essential in the traders' perilous explorations and interactions with other factions. Some, in their audacity, even managed to strike deals with formidable Space Marine chapters. In the face of unknown dangers, rogue traders donned distinctive armor and wielded formidable weaponry, reflecting their unmatched combat prowess. Each trader bore their personal coat of arms, a symbol of their lineage, accomplishments, and loyalty to the Imperium. For formal occasions, they adorned themselves in opulent regalia, setting themselves apart in Imperial society and underscoring their elevated status within its ranks. Their wealth, reaped from bold ventures into unexplored space, and their trade with alien civilizations, granted them a lifestyle of comfort and luxury. But beyond personal indulgence, this wealth fueled their expeditions, maintained their vessels, and ensured the loyalty of their retinue, an empire of their own making amidst the cosmic void. It was this wealth and influence that allowed them to wield power within the Imperium, shaping destinies and making their mark upon the stars. The Imperium's doctrine instills in us a belief that Xenos are abominations, sworn enemies of humanity, and sources of corruption that threaten our existence. Yet rogue traders, granted autonomy and privileges through their Warrant of Trade, often roam the fringes of Imperial space, where encounters with alien species are more likely to occur. These daring explorers are driven by an insatiable curiosity, a thirst for profit, or a pragmatic approach to their ventures, making them open to engaging with alien races in various capacities. It is vital to recognize that not all Xenos encountered by rogue traders are hostile or malevolent. Some species possess valuable resources, advanced technology, or unique knowledge that could greatly benefit the Imperium. In such cases, rogue traders might establish limited trade agreements or diplomatic channels, facilitating the exchange of goods, information, or even temporary alliances against shared threats. However, caution must be exercised when dealing with Xenos. The annals of Imperial history are replete with cautionary tales of traders who succumbed to the insidious allure of Xenos' influence, leading to corruption, betrayal, and even outright heresy. The alien mind vastly differs from the human psyche, and any interaction with Xenos carries inherent risks. Although some rogue traders have fallen from grace due to their entanglements with alien forces, it is equally important to acknowledge that others have contributed substantially to the Imperium by understanding alien cultures and technologies and forging strategic alliances. The delicate balance between harnessing the strengths of Xenos and safeguarding the purity of the Imperium is a precarious tightrope that few can navigate without descending into heresy or corruption. It is a high-stakes game, where the lurking darkness of dangerous temptations shadows the potential for great rewards. The question of whether rogue traders ever work against the Imperium looms like a dark cloud, casting a shadow over the complex nature of their role and the vastness of their activities. While traders are granted a degree of independence and freedom in their pursuits, their allegiance ultimately lies with the Imperium and the will of the Emperor. However, to assume that all rogue traders unwaveringly uphold their duties and remain loyal would be to naively ignore the darker truths that lurk within the expanse of the galaxy. Just as with any diverse group of individuals, there are those among the ranks of rogue traders who may succumb to temptation, driven by ambition or personal gain. They find themselves treading down a treacherous path, one that veers away from the sacred ideals of the Imperium. The vastness of the galaxy, with its myriad challenges and encounters, presents ample opportunities for corruption and deviation from their mandated duties. Some rogue traders, their thirst for power and wealth insatiable, choose to engage in illicit activities that directly undermine the interests of the Imperium. The forbidden allure of Xenos artifacts becomes too enticing to resist, and they delve into illegal trades with proscribed alien species. In the pursuit of their desires, they may even side with enemies of the Imperium, betraying the very foundation upon which they stand. Others may become embroiled in local conflicts or political intrigues, finding themselves at odds with imperial authorities. The pursuit of profit and influence leads these rogue traders to take actions that pit them against the very forces they should stand beside, their motivations obscured by the haze of self-interest and personal survival. It is crucial, however, to underscore that such individuals represent a minority among their kind. The vast majority of rogue traders remain loyal and devoted, committed to their responsibilities with unwavering dedication. They traverse the stars as explorers, diplomats, and entrepreneurs, pushing the boundaries of the Imperium's reach. They forge alliances, acquire resources, and strive to fuel the needs of humanity. Nonetheless, the threat posed by rogue traders who work against the Imperium should never be underestimated. The Inquisition, that ever-watchful guardian of the Emperor's will, keeps a vigilant eye on the activities of these individuals. Swift and decisive action is taken to eliminate any potential threats to the Imperium's stability and security, for in the vastness of space, darkness can take root in even the brightest souls. The power wielded by rogue traders is as vast and varied as the expanse of the galaxy itself. These intrepid individuals possess a unique authority and autonomy, all thanks to their coveted warrants of trade. With this authority, they roam uncharted territories, engaging in interstellar commerce and shaping the destinies of entire worlds. Their fleets, comprised of formidable starships, rival many of the Imperium's own military assets in their sheer scale and force. These vessels bristle with powerful weaponry, advanced technology, and formidable void shields, making them a force to be reckoned with in any conflict. But it doesn't end there. Rogue traders exercise an incredible economic influence. Unrestricted trade and exploration of uncharted regions allow them to amass vast wealth and resources. Negotiating lucrative contracts, establishing trade routes, and exploiting untapped markets have become part of their repertoire. Through their commercial ventures, rogue traders accumulate immense fortunes and establish economic dominance, even extending their influence over entire sectors. But the extent of their power doesn't stop with economics and military might. Political influence also falls within their grasp. Their high birth and noble standing within the Imperium grant them access to the halls of power, where they interact with planetary governors, sector lords, and even high-ranking officials of the Adeptus Terra. Within these political spheres, they wield their influence deftly, brokering alliances and shaping landscapes, whether to further their own agendas or advance the interests of the Imperium. However, it's crucial to note that their power comes with limitations. While formidable, a single rogue trader may find themselves dwarfed by a united force of the Imperial Navy or the sheer military might of a major sector. Yet, their strength is most pronounced when exploring the uncharted frontiers of the galaxy, where independence and flexibility allow them to maneuver and operate with greater freedom like kings, reigning over the unexplored territories of the cosmos. Whether rogue traders represent an ideal model for humanity lingers, sparking debates and varying perspectives. While some find their unique position and freedoms alluring, the broader context of the Imperium of Man demands careful consideration. Established to ensure the survival and stability of humanity, the Imperium is a vast and intricate civilization, brimming with external and internal threats. Its strict laws and regulations, though at times restrictive, serve to maintain order, shield humanity from perilous forces, and prevent corruption and heresy. But the rogue traders, they are different. They operate on the fringes of this structured society, bearing autonomy and the ability to indulge in unrestricted trade. Yet with this liberty comes an array of risks and challenges. They tread where Xenos threats lurk, navigate treacherous political landscapes, and even dance with the devil, succumbing to the allure of forbidden knowledge and alliances. Their actions can potentially unravel the security and integrity of the entire Imperium, or worse, unleash corruption upon their own souls. The Imperium, ever guided by the Emperor's vision, strives to preserve the purity and survival of humanity. It guards the souls of its citizens, shielding them from the perils of the warp and the taint of Xenos influence. While rogue traders play their part in expanding the Imperium's reach and fostering prosperity, their methods and practices aren't universally regarded as the ideal path for humanity. In this realm of shadows and light, the question remains, stirring thoughts and hearts alike. Are these rogue traders agents of fortune, paving the way for greatness, or potential harbingers of doom, sowing seeds of darkness in the vast expanse of the cosmos? Only time will reveal the ultimate truth of their enigmatic role in the grand tapestry of the Imperium's destiny. They embody the spirit of adventure and resourcefulness, the very essence that has propelled humanity to conquer the stars. But let us not forget, in those uncharted reaches of space, shadows stretch long and ominous, and the allure of forbidden knowledge and alliances can seize even the most noble-hearted and drag them down to a perilous abyss. As the final words of this lecture echo through the chamber, let us take a moment to ponder the enigmatic nature of these rogue traders and their place within the vast Imperium. We must recognize their contributions, their daring exploits that send ripples across the cosmos, but we must also be aware of the challenges they confront and the risks they present to us all. May the Emperor's light, radiant and guiding, illuminate their path, and may the ever-watchful Inquisition, like a vigilant sentry, ensure that their actions serve the greater good of humanity. We extend our deepest gratitude for gracing us with your presence today, and let us invoke the wisdom of the Emperor to guide us all as we forge onward in our unyielding pursuit of knowledge and truth.